It's done. So welcome to the session. Okay, so today we are just talking about the CISM and we have the session number 3 is going on. So in this session right now, we are in the part of the CISM first domain. We are doing it right now. So in this CISM 1 part, we're just talking about today is all those enterprise governance point of view, the information and information security governance, organization culture, and legal and regulatory contractual requirements, organizational structure and roles responsibilities, information security strategies, security strategy and development, and information governance and frameworks and standards and strategic planning. So we have
So today we are getting into the topics, right? Directly.
Yes, we are into the topics we're going on, right? So we going on specific topic, enterprise governance. What is governance is all about, security governance, importance, everything. We just going as per the same year. So let's get going on into the same. So we have a couple of books will be there. Like we have Phil Martin book is there. Okay, we just want for that. We have all those figures one optimize this concept, quality impact analysis, sequent and metrics will be there, information security leadership will be there. So all those things we going to be study in depth, all those things. And same time we have the things
Sir,
like all those.
why are we referring to 15th chapter? So 15th version. So if you do not have the latest one, I somehow got it. If you want, I'll forward it to you. Can we refer to 15th? Sorry, 16th one.
Yeah. If you have,
I'll share it with you right now.
Yeah, please. And this is another document I have right now is for the ISACA point of view. So this is general things like certified information security manager. What are the different type of things? How do you going to looking for the examinations? How the governance gonna working? What are the job practice areas we have? Okay, and we have some domain structures we talking about, right? So there's all those very basic things. I'm just going to skip this question. Hey, how much number of questions gonna be coming, and how to pass out all those things. So this is I'm gonna skim the same thing, and we are just talking about some chapter one.
I've shared it with you, sir. Shared it with you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just checking. Yeah, but 15 and 16, there is no much method difference. But yes, if we have the 16th one, that would be good.
No, it is good to see, because the reason why I'm very particular is because if at all we get certified, so people will ask, why did you say, if at all someone asks any new differences, or if at all, primarily whenever we are trying to get certified, it is good to read the latest version, right? So
yeah, that would also be good. Very good. The fundamentals are remain same. Basically, I would say that fundamentals remain same. The only the questions bank, if you suppose we're talking about some conceptual concepts we're talking about here, so a little bit of a difference is all about. So yes, we have 16 available, 15 available, and also the fundamental things we have also available right now. So first of all, I will just going to clear the fundamental is all about, and same time I'm just going to referring the 16th edition book so that you're going to be understand all those things is all about. So information security governance point we have 24%. Okay, and then in this new things we have in 17%. The number of questions you're gonna talking about here. So I hope you are able to see this things.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the old things we're talking about. This is 24% right now, is you can say is 17% sort of things will be there in the new CISM job practices. We have 30% of the weightage examination. You can say that we have weightage of 30%, and you can see we have weightage of 30%. You can see that this is the 20% will be there, and 27% of the things you can say, and we have 33% will be there in the 19% information security management and information incident management. In talking about 30% is all about. So if you're talking about some CISM point of view,
so why is the name? Why are the names changed?
Only the name changes because of we have new CISM things, the management concept, and all those new technologies going to be changed in the rapid time. That is why all those changes has been done. because incident management, we have NIST framework, little bit of all those things going to be changing it. So CISM from the ISACA point of view, they are going to be changed some of the technologies point of view, the weightage of the examinations, because it is going to be referred 3 to 4 years before, and right now after we have 15, 16 edition will be coming, so that we have also be the name, the change will be there into the same. So we have as per the technology is changing, okay, the name is going to be changing, and the weightage of the examination also going to be changed, so that they have some difference between all those things. That could be the one reason behind it. Okay, so we have just talking about some manual table of contents. We have talking about some governance point. We discuss about all those going further, so that this is examinations point of view or weightage point of view. So once you guys looking for the examination things, yes, you can just going to connect me. I'm just going to help you out on the examinations. We have exam terms, every questions will be available, right? So I have lots of different type of documents will be available, right? So you just going to be exam dumps questions, everything I have available. So after we have done all those CISM courses, then I just going for the dump questions, so that you guys easily understand all those things.
Sir, can
How?
you share those link where you have the CSM material?
Yes, I already shared in the doc file, okay, like a Google Drive link, so that you guys going to be
I
connect.
don't see the CSM complete material, whatever you are showing right now.
It is there. I have just download from the same. You just going
Okay,
to
okay.
getting links from,
Let me
I
check,
think,
sir.
Google
I'll check
Drive.
it once again.
Yes, I understand, because there are lots of different documents will be available. That is why you just curious to know. So this is the things you have to, all those recording things. I'm just going to provide you the link, so that you're going to be download as per the sessions is going on, right? This is Sridhar for you, and this is all those the different documents. The PDF will be available, so that you guys going to be getting all those materials. Okay, so like CISM, you can see go here, and CISM we have all those documents you're going to getting it, like dumps and everything file, and the 16 I'm going to be uploading same today as well, right? So the documents we have available, and we have all those recording things available device, so that you're just going to understand, you're going to be go through the recording as well. So if you're going to the, sorry, it is CISM, not CISM we're going talking about here. So we have
I just
CISA,
sorry
CISP.
to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I have joined this. I just come across this invite, and I'm just new here. So if it would be great if you can share the link here as well, so that it's
Yes,
accessible.
I'm sharing for everybody, right? So this
Thank you.
is the link for, yeah, all the CISM things you can see. So you want to get CISA, CISP, CISM, everything, but I'm going to sharing it. All the links you're going to getting at same time. Like we have SRIC, we have CISA, CISM, CISP, cyber forensics, AWS, Azure, all those things you're going to getting it. So in my cybersecurity group, I have provide all those things, but yes, if you want, I can going to sharing it on the chat box, so that you guys going to be getting the same time. Okay. Perfect. So this is the documentation you want to getting it, and I'm just going to the things right now. So we have, I already suggest you that, hey, how the examinations point of view, what are the different type of domains we have, 1, 2, 3, and 4 domains we have. And this is the percentage of the examination. So you have 17%, 20%, 33%, and 30. So these are the two different things. Okay, information security program, like awareness training, is all about incident management, incident response plan, BCP, and disaster recovery planning, all those things. Those are the part of it. So you guys going to be make sure that, hey, you have good understanding about all those things. But yes, risk management, and also we talking about here is security governance, and this is also very, very important, I would say that. So you're just going to get the information same time, the same. And we talking about here in this book 16 edition, I'm gonna sending to the WhatsApp, so that you guys going to be go further into the same. So let's get going to the technical things. This is all those that I'm going to skipping for the examination point of view, right? You're going to be study once you have free time. Okay, so the first examination, domain 1 exam point of view, we have talking about some enterprise governance is all about organization culture. What is organization culture? Legal, regulatory, and contractual requirement, organization, system, roles and responsibility. So these are the things I have mentioned on my Excel sheet. And on information security strategy and development, how the development things happen, governance frameworks and standards, and all those things we're going to be studying into this particular objective in this particular module, right? So first of all, the thing is to understand here, identify internal, external influences of organization that impact information security things. Strategy, what are the different type of strategies is all about in the companies. I'm talking about internal strategies. I'm talking about some external strategies, which is going to providing organizations impact. What are the impact will be there? What are the strategies we're going to creating it? What are the different use cases we're talking about here? And establish and maintain information security strategies alignment with organization goals and objectives. So first of all, I'm just talking about here, if you talking about you are working as a security manager. First of all, if any organization, okay, organizations, you first of all, what is the mission of the company? Okay, what is the goal of the company? Oh, okay. And then you, whatever, once you understand the mission of the company, goal of the company, okay, and then whatever the company objectives, my objectives of the company, understand the objectives of the company. Okay, like what are the objectives, like next 5 years, next 10 years, what I'm going to doing it. Okay, what's the company is objectives is all about. So whatever the objectives of the company for the next 5 years, keep talking about next 10 years or next 20 years, what is objectives the company would going further. So they have some goals, they have some mission, objective statement will be there. So as a CISM, as a, you suppose you right now doing a CISM, okay, and as a security manager, you are align all your goals with the help of the objectives of the company. I would say that is why we were talking about here, like, hey, establish or maintain an information security strategy and alignment with the organization goals and objectives. Because whatever your roles and responsibilities of the manager of the company, roles and responsibilities, roles and responsibilities we're talking about here, right? So you talking about some KPI and you talking about some KRA, either, okay. So all your key performance indicators or key resource KRA, right? You are going to align with the objectives of the company. I would say that, and you understand as a manager what is the company mission and objective of the company is all about. So whatever you're going to do some operation task, operational strategies we're talking about here, we have some whatever task you're doing it, okay, you align with the objectives of the company. Like my company objectives, you can say, sir, I need next 5 years, I need to next 5 years your company should be moving to the cloud, okay, because I would say that, hey, we have the cloud technology is more and more you know what company's requirement right now. So on premises, okay, your hardware or your infrastructure move to the cloud, okay. So this is your things, hey, on premises infrastructure move to the cloud, okay. Cloud, you can say, sir, you can AWS, or you can say talking about some Azure, whatever technology it would be. So you can say, sir, we have couple of terms will be very, very important. I would say that somebody talking about some migration things, okay, we're going to migrate some things. Somebody talking about some deployment. Somebody talking about some integration things about. Okay. So can anyone tell me, like, Sridhar, anyone, like, what is a migration means? What is a deployment means? What is the integration of the means is all about? Integration of the technologies, deployment of the technologies, migration of the existing technologies. Okay, what is the difference is all about? Suppose I would say on-premises infrastructure moving migrate to the cloud. Okay, and are you talking about some deployment of the technologies, integration of the technologies? How you going to understand? Anyone tell me what is all about? How we gonna doing it? Any answers from your side that I will going to correct you, dear?
I can go for starters. Migration would be if somebody is having a data center, maybe they are owning a data center, then they'll be moving to a cloud data center. So it will be a migration. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Then it will be deployment. So deployment is any technological change which they have, or there is a new requirement that they'll be deploying in it.
Yeah.
And integration is two technologies integrating together, or they are taking a primary service from some cloud service, and they are also owning their own private. So that would be an integration.
Yes, you're right, Shafar. So suppose we have new technology coming to the picture, right? We have new technology will be there. So we come to sir integration. Suppose, sir, we talking about, suppose I have a question like that. Hey, suppose we have new technology will be coming in the company, right? New technology will be the part of it. New technology, okay? New technology implementation, okay? Implementation, right? I'm talking about here. So what is the process of doing it? Like, suppose what are the risks in the new technology implementation? What are the risks into integration of the devices? What are the risks into the migration things? What are the risks into deployment will be there? So you need to understand some what sort of, if I'm going to implement, what are the risks behind it? So that is what I'm talking about here. Hey, if we have to implement net technologies, like suppose company will say, hey, we need to implement NDA technologies, network detection and response. This is the technology, okay? Or like SASE or Zscaler and so on. We have different type of technologies in the company is going to using it. Okay, so I have question that, hey, suppose we have new technology will be implemented in the company. How you going to be check it out? What is the right way of implement or integration the company, that new technology in the company? I would say that. So anyone, like suppose, sir, this is the right way of doing it. Suppose you are working in enterprise companies, you are working as a security manager, okay, and you would like to implement a new technology in the company, like NDR solution or XDR or SIM solution, source solution, whatever. So what is the right step? How do you say this vendor is good, this vendor is not good, this is the right ranking, this is not good ranking? What is the right process steps you're going to doing it is all about. So I'm just talking about here, hey, you need to understand as a security professional technology understanding first thing, and then what is right for the business, which is not right for the business we're talking about here. Because whatever you're going to choosing it, it is going to objectives and the mission and goal of the company, I would say that, okay? And you want to set up some objective need to achieving it. Your objective is to achieving it, like, hey, cloud premises, I have provided an example. The second example I'm talking about here, network detection and response point of view. So the question is, what's the right way to choosing the correct vendor? Okay, correct vendor, like NDR, whatever vendor. So what is your use case? Suppose you're working in a company, what procedures you going to following it? This is question. This is very simple, generic questions. Then I will let you know what is the right procedure is all about. Yeah, anyone?
Primarily, what others are meaning, when it is a new technology that they're trying to implement in their company, as far as I know, they'll try to check the reviews of other users, right? Say, for example, if I'm working for Google, and if my organization is trying to implement a new technology, like the way you said, NDR or something, so hopefully they might actually get in touch or talk to someone, or take the reviews from various industry experts or subject matter experts, and try to understand how does it actually fit into their network, fit into their organization. At the same time, they're also try to assess their internally. They'll try to assess whether it is going to how it is going to affect their organization, right? So they might be having a lot of age-old systems, so they should not get affected, right? So there might be some people who are still using the old systems, so it should not actually collapse, or they primarily try to do some kind of a what do you say, testing, whether it can withstand the latest technology, because of the old technologies, what they were actually using in the different servers or storage or something like that.
Yes, you're right. So the thing is, right now, I would say, yes, you can take the help of the subject matter expert same time. But I have one question, one thing I'm gonna saying to you. Uh, Suppose I'm new to the technology, I not not know about what are the different type of technologies point of view. So you guys have, I think you have done, guys, or not, I'm not sure, but yes, this is the right way of doing it. First of all, if you talking about some Gartner report, okay, this is what are the technologies right now in the market right now, okay, like Gartner report or like NDR solution, whatever the technologies you're looking for, the same. So at least you know what are the vendors in the market right now. They are in the current portfolio. I would say that, hey, what are different type of vendors? First of all, understand what are the vendors, which is the best, which is not best. This is another part of the story. I'm not talking about too much things about into the same right now, but I'm just talking about what are the vendors in the market right now, like global players. I would say that, okay, this is the challenges is everywhere. I would say that here that what are the players in the right now in the NDR solution, like network detection response. Wait a second. Okay, or whatever technologies, I'm not talking about the only one, but we have different technologies, my dear friend, in the into, if you're talking about some, this is coming network
What does
fire.
this Gartner report give? Meaning, it only give the reports of uh, the network equipments, or
Everything.
anything?
This is everything I'm providing it. Okay, is this providing like you have firewalls, you have talking about some any XDR solution, ADR solution, whatever the solution you're looking for. Gartner is authority company which is going to provide the global ranking. Okay, I would say that global ranking for the firewalls. Suppose I have a firewalls. Okay, so what are the leaders of the firewalls? You can say that, sir, we have Fortinet, we have Palo Alto, we have Checkpoint, we have Cisco, we have Alibaba, Juniper, Huawei. Okay, this is Sonic Wall, this is Barracuda, and so on here, right? So at least you know that, sir, what are the global leaders right now, which is right now, which technologies are the best one, and what are the challengers. We can see that who come to challenging to the leaders same time. Hey, this is also firewalls we're gonna using it. And then we have some niche players like, hey, we suppose company have some low budget, or we have medium sized companies, they're gonna adopting some Sonic Wall sort of things, and then some visionaries, you can see that. Okay, so in this global business, I would say that we have small companies, okay, we have medium sized company, and we have some enterprise companies. Okay, and the thing is to understand here, this is all those firewall, whatever the technologies you're choosing it, they have some technical parameters before you're going to doing it. Hey, we have small companies, how many number of users? Medium sized, how many number of users? Enterprise, how many number of users? How much throughput? What is the bandwidth? All those technical informations you require, my dear friend, to choosing the right technologies in the company, right? So suppose we have some enterprise companies we're talking about here. So we're talking about some, hey, we have some Palo Alto firewall are very famous right now. So we're going to go Palo Alto firewall is the best choice. And suppose if the costing is comes very high, you can go for the Cisco firewalls. If your company is small to medium company sort of things, you can go going for the Dell Sonic Wall firewalls is okay, fine. Okay. We have Amazon Web Services firewalls, first point firewalls, so first firewalls, so on. So the matter of fact that if you are a security manager, first of all, choosing the right technology, this is very important. First thing I would say that, and once to choosing the right technologies, then you going to choosing, hey, which is advantage, disadvantages comes later, right? Which is the best one we going to adopting it, which is not going to adopting it. This has come second priorities, I would say that. So understand which are the global players right now, and what we exactly choosing the technologies point of view. So your basically things to understand here is companies, we have some objectives need to achieving it, like technologies point of view, which technology is best, which technology is not best, what are the global players we have, all those things we're talking about here. The first thing is talking about, I would say that as you guys are asking to me, sir, what is the mission? Okay, the mission statement of the company. I have talking about, sir, what is a mission I'm talking about, or somebody talking about, sir, what is a company vision? Once you understand all those, this is business tactics. Okay, like you can say business trumps, I would say that, because the thing is your security manager, that would be great, but you need to understand what is the vision of the company, what is the mission of the company, what are the core values of the companies. Okay, what more core values they're going to adopting it, and you understand also SWOT analysis. SWOT, SWOT analysis. Okay, this is also very important to understand. And the thing is, what are the strategic objectives? Strategic objectives which you're going to achieving it for the company's point of view, right? And what initiatives you are going to doing it. So once you're going to understand like mission, vision, core values of the company, strength, like strength, weakness, opportunity, threat analysis, and strategic objectives. Okay, then second things you need to understand, sir, I understand the goals of the company. What is the goals we gonna achieving it, right? What is the objectives we gonna achieving it? Okay, what is our KPI, okay, key performance indicators in the companies? I'm just going to understand is all about. Okay, what are the KPI? What are the KRA? We talking about some tactical planning with the help of the same. Tactical planning we going to be understanding the same. Okay, we talking about some performance monitoring is also we gonna be understanding the same. We understand on the same. So once you understand all those the strategic terms, then you find out this goals and objectives, and then the thing is right now alignment with stakeholders expectations. Right, so the thing is you have understand this, I'm talking about here mission, goals and objectives and so on here. And once you have understand all those things, you have understand the objectives of the company, what is objective things is all about, and then align all your goals with the expectation of the stakeholders. Right, I'm a stakeholders, I have invested the money in the company. Okay, so I have some expectations to the company. Hey, whatever the profit margin, okay, for the company, I have to get 20%, 10% of the stack, I would say that. Okay, so this is all those that management point of view I'm talking about here, not too much technical, though not too much about security point of view, but this is very, very important to understand. The thing is I am talking about here, understand the business first. As a security manager or whatever your profile it would be, if I understand the business, I can do better things. I can become a better manager, I would say that. Same thing is applicable to the PMP holders, like project management professional. The person are doing lots of operation things in planning it, initiatives, and they're going to controlling the project, costing will be there. They understand the project very well. So the right now the thing I'm talking about here, what is the mission? So mission is basically what is the purpose of the company. Like you need to define the fundamental purpose and values of the organizations. Okay, like what is the purpose this company will be available, like I'm talking about what is the purpose of the company. Like I would say, sir, to provide high quality affordable healthcare and communication worldwide, right? So the thing is we have different sectors in the company, right? Okay, sectors if I talk about, sir, we have some government sector and public sector. First thing, okay, very simple. Public sector or private sector. The thing is to understand here we have different data. We have data will be available, I would say that. I'm just gonna showing something, wait a second. So we have data categorization. We have different sectors we're talking about here. So I would telling that, hey, as per the data, which is sensitive or classified, unclassified, all the different type of things I'm talking about here. So you need to understand the sector of the company, I would say that. Once you understand the sector of the company, then you can decide what is urgency, what is the importance is all about. Then you can easily track all those things I'm talking about here, right? So we have data classifications, we can't doing it, data lifecycle, we can go on doing it, and so on, so on, different type of things, I would say that. So one of the slide I have prepared for these type of things, like we talking about here, like this one, the sectors. We have some general sector, military, and your government sectors, and very commercial or private sector, you can say that. So understand your business, which company I'm working. Hey, I'm working in military or government sector. I'm working in commercial or private sectors, and it's a general sector. Okay. First thing comes to the picture. The second thing I'm talking about here, like government and military sector classifications, because government sector or military sector, we have top secret data. So as a CISM, like you are said, I'm a CISM expert, right? You're going to security manage in the company. Your most important task is to stop secret data of the company. You need to be provide some encryptions, right? Confidential information, you're going to encrypt all those informations. Secret data, confidential data, sensitive but unclassified data, unclassified data. We have different types of data into the military or government sector is all about. And second is the private sector or commercial sector. We have public data, private data, sensitive restricted data, and we have confidential data. So you can see the difference between the public and private sector and what are the different type of data point of view we're talking about here. Okay, and then we have information classification criteria. We're going to classify the data as per the value, age, useful life, association, and so on there. Okay, ability to expert ethics of the custodian, everything you can specify, control objectives, specify the labeling is all about. So I'm not deep dive into the same. We have lots of things into the data management, asset security point of view. So suppose you guys required some data management, asset security, data classifications. This is very, very important while we're going to do DLP solution, data loss prevention things. Okay, understands the data. Or suppose you guys working on Azure platform, then we're going to do some encryptions, KMS, K management services. Then you are required to know all those steps, data policy, data lifecycle, as all data custody and responsibilities. Okay, let's back to the things we're talking about here. So my question is the mission statement. What is the purpose of the company? Okay, then the second question is comes to the picture right now, sir. What is the vision of the statement? So this vision is basically describe the desired future state or outcome of the organization aspire to the achieve. So what is the vision? What is like to be achieved in the future, my dear friends? Understand the company vision. Hey, in the future, next 5 years, next 10 years, what is the outcome? What is the future of the company? What is the aspire to achieve? Suppose I'm a newcomer, I have new joined in the company. Which thing I have to aspire to achieve in the company is all about? Like I'm talking about the example, like to be a global leader in sustainable and innovative healthcare solutions you're going to providing it, and what? Suppose you guys working in the healthcare industries. So vision is to providing the innovative healthcare solutions. I would say that. Okay, global leaders, my company should be global leaders in next 5 to 10 years. This is a vision of the companies, I would say that. The third thing, we talk about some core values, my dear friends. So core values identifies the principle and values that guide the organization's decisions and actions. You can say that. What are the actions? What are the principles I have to take? What are the actions of the company? I would say that, like integrity, excellence. You're going to provide some collaborations, something like that. This is the core values of the company. I would say that. And SWOT analysis, very, very important. Like, sir, what is the strength of my company? What is the weakness of my company? What is the opportunity in the companies? What are the threats in the companies? Once you understand all those SWOT analysis of the company, that is very, very important that you go how the companies will be going on. So identify the strength in skilled workforce, right? Skilled workforce you want. You require some weakness in the outdated technologies. Suppose the company is going to use some outdated technologies, I would say that. And opportunity is engineering markets, you can say that. Or threats from the regulatory charges, you can say that. So as a security manager, you should understand SWOT analysis. Hey, what are the strengths of the companies? What are the weaknesses? What are the opportunities in the company? What are the threats in the companies? So your duty is to what are the threats you're going to be as per the IT, as per the security point of view, as per the information technology point of view, what are the threats? Okay, so SWOT analysis, sir, I going to do some VAPT, vulnerability assessment, and penetration testing. I'm doing it. We have going to get some reports sometimes. Okay, and then you want to find out what are the vulnerabilities and threats. Okay, so this is what required. So once we have VAPT, we have done, we're going to get some report, then the IT audit gonna be working. So we have internal auditors, we have external auditors, right? We have lots of different things later on. We will not go deeper into the same, but yes, this is the right way of SWOT analysis of doing it. So the things, once you understand all those things, are we understand what is the objective of my company, what is the initiatives of the company, I understand. So then the things is coming picture to the goals of the companies. So the goals, you can say board, or you can say that defines the general aims of the organizations. What is the aim of the organization? I would say that. What exactly they're going to achieving it? Understand the business first of all. Goals of the company, I would like to understand. That is very, very simple things. Like achieve the financial sustainability, enhance customer satisfaction. You need to providing some customer satisfaction. So as per the company, suppose your company is healthcare industries, your company is IT industries. Okay, you should have company have some goals. Okay, and this is the all those will be decided by the governance. The top governance going to taking all those things. I would say that. The second thing is objectives. What is objectives? Objectives like specific, like measurable targets that support the achievement of the goals. So I would say, hey, I have objective is to become the top 5 MNC in the top 5 my global leaders in my company. My objective is basically to IT audit doing it, and then my company should be ISO 27000 certified company, and so on, dear, which is measurable. We have target specific, my dear friend. If you have a target, you have specific, you're going to be measure all those targets. Okay, and it should be achievable. I don't think that is not achievable. This is not your objective, my dear friends. So whatever the objective which is going to achievable, this is your objectives you're going to create, my dear friends. Then we're talking about some example like key performance indicators point of view. So the basically quantifiable metrics. Okay, and we talking about, so used to evaluate the success of the objectives. What is the success of the objectives? Because whatever the people, process, and technology is going to working, right? We're talking about here like we have key performance indicators will be always be there. Like, sir, we require to revenue growth, customer retention rate, how the customer will be retaining the retention in the call centers, I would say that. Okay, we have some tactical planning, so detailed planning actions that operatize in the strategy and work toward the achieving objectives. I would say the example like marketing campaign or process improvements. This is all your technical planning. Okay, tactical planning, strategic planning, operational planning we have done in our previous sessions. So I think how you are clear with all those things. Then performance monitoring, you can say that. So what is the purpose? The purpose is to regularly assessing progress toward goals and additional strategies as needed, right? So I would say monthly financially audits you're doing it, you want to quarterly audit, and suppose you have yearly audit will be there, so that you're going to be find out the performance of the monitoring, I would say that. So once you guys understand all those things like hey, mission, vision, SWOT analysis, SVA, strategic objectives, goals, objectives, all you going to alignment with the expectation of the stakeholders. The stakeholders are those person who have the shares in the company, I would say that, right? So my question is right now here, suppose you guys are investing money, or you going to invest money in the stock market, you're going to investing money. What are the key things you will be expecting to the company? Yeah, you can try anyone. So what are the things, what are the technical things, and what are the management things you will take a look on the same? Like I'm talking about some technical terms, and I'm talking about some management terms I'm talking about here. What is your expectations with the same? If you're going to investing money into the same, because if you're investing the money into the stock market in the company, I would say that you are become a stakeholder, right? Whatever the percentage, I'm not talking about how much money you're investing it, but the thing is right now, the simple example I'm talking about here, investing money into the company, the stock market, you are what's your expectations and what are the technical terms you will take a look on the same, and what are the management terms you will take it on the same. So as per you going to see sir technical terms and management terms, and once you understand the company vision, mission, vision, core values, SWOT analysis, like goals, objectives, everything, your I would say your investment should be fantastic. Like Warren Buffett is going to investing money, all the stocks, he will going to see some technical terms, management terms, and he's just going to see all those things. So as a CISM, okay, you going to do some CISM right now. CISM is most important thing is understand the business. Like model values understand is I'm talking about here. What is a business? What are the futuristic things? What are the vision? What are the objective? What are the things? And what are technical planning, performance, objectives, all those things. So the question is right now, suppose you are as investor in the stock market of stakeholders, what your expectations to earning money, right? And technical terms and management terms, what are the key things you will just take a look on the same. You can try it, anyone. Yes, guys, you can just try anyone. I will going to correct you if anything goes wrong there. At least I understand that how you understand your business. Suppose some of the guys in this meeting, they are the managers, they are some developers, or suppose they have different profile. So how they are going to understand the business is all about. Your job responsibility, accountability, they understand. I can agree with you. But this is a CISM profile. Okay, there's a security manager profile. Once you working as a CISM profile, a security manager profile, you need to sitting with the stakeholders, you need to sitting with the clients, you are sitting with the management. So at least you have good idea about the company, all those things which I'm talking about here. Understand the business first. Whatever the things you're going to do later on. So yes, if any answers, I would be welcome. This is the question.
Your for the management terms, it would go mission, vision, then overall about the company, and the technical terms is how they are performing, the KPI, and the objective. How is the business objective aligned with the IT objective, and how they are rating, or how they are how they are what's the KPI basically, how they are measurement performance measurements. Yeah.
Yes, yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, is there anyone try anyone else?
As far as I know, primarily they are before integrating that the new technologies. So they'll primarily look into the return, meaning how safe the data will be, or like the way you said, the purpose or the how meaning the integration of the different systems, safety, security, and return on investment. Meaning, if they have some challenges, how they are going to overcome, and the future perspective also. What all the new opportunities they see if they are trying to aggressively get into the market, so how this new system is going to help them.
Yes, yes. So see the right now, the thing is right now we are not talking about too much security things. Okay, security things are different, not technical things. This is all about management. The management understanding is most important right now. So that's the first module which we are doing right now. This is what we have. This is all those things you can say establish and maintain information security strategies and alignment with organization goals and objectives. So as this is what I'm talking about here: objectives understanding, goals understanding, what is the strategies of the companies, how to maintaining it, how to establish things. This is very, very important concept. Okay. And this is all those external factors, influencers. We have identity, internal factors and external factors. Organization impact will be very, very important. What are the strategies we're talking about here? That's the things we, this is the first is basically domain is basically security managers to understand the business of the governance point of view. The governance is all about top management in the company, right? They have to take a decision. Okay, suppose I would say you are a manager in the company, or you are working as a governance point of view, so that you have to take a decision. What is the best for the business? How the executives going to follow you, right? This is the way you're doing to work on the same, and establish or maintain information security governance framework. It's all about we discuss about, and integrate information security governance into the corporate governance is all about. So we have different type of governance we're talking about. So covered we discuss about into the same. Hey, what are different type of governance we have? What are the maintaining the information security is all about? What is a framework is all about? So this all those things are very, very important considerations once you're going to working in the company's point of view. Then establish and maintain information security policies to guide the development and standard procedures and guidelines. So right now I'm talking about, sir, what is the standards, what is the procedures, what is the guidelines? Anyone tell me about what are the all those things I'm talking about here? What is the guidelines? What is the standards? What is the policies? Anyone trying it? Have you, because you have guys, I think, work in a company, you have know about what is the policies is all about. Yeah, you can try.
Policies are something which is approved by the top management and is used for enforcement purpose, and standards are something which is used for a reference, like the ISO 27001 standards. And what was the other thing?
Guidelines.
Guidelines. Guidelines are something which are the reference documents which says that okay, this is something which can be referred, and this which is kind of similar with the procedure, but it's not a procedure. It's just for a reference that okay, this can be useful.
Yeah, yes, you're right so far. So the thing is, right now we're talking about some goals, vision, mission, objective organizations. We have physical, administrative, managerial, technical, and operational. We have different departments, and we're going to do some controls, right? So controls point of view, we have required some funding, one of the controls, and some of the controls we required some policies, procedures, standard guidelines. And we have subjective, we have some objective will be there, right? So the thing is, in this controls, you can see in the managerial controls I'm talking about here, there is no such funding requirement into the policies, procedures, standard guidelines we're talking about here, right? The executives are going to be creating the, or managers, or we have senior executives, they are going to create some policies as per the same, whatever like it, okay? Like managers, and they're going to approving with the top management, like, and some of the things like we require some funding, like due diligence, cost of alternatives, senior management, tolerance of risk, business objectives. We require some funding of all the things, and senior management or security professional risk advisors will take a decision based on the same. So the question is right now, sir, do we require any funding for the policies, procedures, and standard guidelines? No, we don't require any funding for the same in the company's point of view. Okay. And we talking about some what are the different type of things standard policies are about. Wait a second, I'm going to skip a couple of things. This is for CISP basically. So there is nothing. This is strategic planning, tactical planning, and operational and project planning. We have discussed yesterday. I hope you have done about all those things. Yes. So this is what I'm talking about here. Like we have some standards, we have some procedures, we have some baselines, we have some guidelines. So guidelines are recommendations. So what is recommendations? Anyone tell me what is the recommendations for the future perspective? We have recommendations, or we going to accept it, we have not accepted, whatever you can say that. Okay, standards, specific hardware and software point of view. So can you please tell me what is the standard of the company of the database standards? We have IT standards, we have some network standards point of view, we have some you can say application standards in the company, procedures is step-by-step instructions, you can say that. Baseline consists of a level of security, you can say that. And laws, regulations, and requirements, objectives, goals, objectives. First of all, understanding all those objectives of the companies, general obligation policies, management, security, statement, you can say that. And we have functional implement policies are the part of it, you can say that. So that is what I'm talking about here. Understand this objectives, the goals of the companies. Okay. And once you're going to understand all those mission, vision, objectives, and goals and objectives of the companies, okay, the second is things will becoming general organizational policies. So it is called a directive controls. We have administrative controls and so on here. So once we talk about, so what are different type of controls we're gonna doing it. So we can say, sir, we have some directive controls. We have some. Let me provide you. 1 second. This is not. No, second one. Sorry. Okay, so we have talking about some, we have the directive controls point of view. So we have, you can see we have some directive controls, you can say that. So it's a part of the policies, guidelines, regulations, and laws. Okay, we can wanna using for the directive controls point of view. We can have some deterrent controls point of view. We can going to use some detective controls point of view. We have some different compensating controls. We have recovery controls, corrective controls, directive controls. You can see that. So basically, this is comes under the directive controls. Direction is most important. So suppose I have a policy. Policy is going to provide some direction to employees, right? Suppose I have created a IT policies. The policy is going to provide some direction to the executives or the employees of the companies, how they're going to doing it. Like I'm talking about here, you guys going to create some IT change policies, password change policies. Okay, and once you're going to do password change policy, you have some providing that complex password, 8-digit password. After 3 months, you need to change the password. You need to provide the scope. What is the purpose of the same? And there are so many different things you're gonna providing it to the policies is all about, right? So this is a written document, I would say that. Okay, this document should be not more than 3 or 4 pages. No one going to study, my dear. If you want to create a policy within 5 to more than 5 pages, no one going to study. So at least 2 to 3 pages policy should be good. Yes, enough. What is the purpose of the policy? What is the scope of the policy? Who is aligned with the policy? Like we have HR policy, finance policies, ID policies, purchase policies, sales policies, and so on, dear. So it's a direction to the employees to they coming from the governance point of view, right? The top management or the governance, you can say that, providing some direction to the company. Hey, what is the policies all about? How they're going to be doing all those things, changes, what is the right way of doing it is all about. So that is what I'm talking about here. Like, hey, policies, guidelines, and regulatory laws are the part of the directive controls, and these are comes under the administration management, my dear friends. Okay, administration management is the thing, and then all are the part of the directive controls. Sir, if I'm going to using a firewall, it is comes under the technical controls. First of all, in the technical, you're going to go to the preventive controls. Preventive controls, it's a firewall. So all those things are aligned with each other. Yes, we have some ICT controls we discuss about later on. We have some compliances will be there. So we're going to discuss second priority. But right now we're talking about some, hey, what are different type of controls, like technical controls, like suppose talking about some VPN, talking about some encryption things, like somebody talking about some multi-factor authentications, all are the preventive controls. Okay, and some of those things that I'm going to using some SIM solution or source solution, right? They go to detection things that are doing it. So detection is a part of it. Okay, so we have some physical controls, administrative controls, management controls. We have technical controls, and we have talking about some access controls, threats, and logging and accountability will be there, right? Same is accountability and it comes on into the same layer. So as a security professional, as a manager, you should to understand what are the controls. These are control very, very important for any security manager to implement on the technology base and administrative basis, physical controls, access control, and also the threats will be coming and the logging accountability will be there. Okay. So right now we are talking about only on the management administrative management point of view, like a policy management guidelines and regulatory laws point of view, policy standard and decisions point of view. So these are the terms we're going to understanding it. Okay. So anyone tried any flow chart till the time? What is a flow chart? What is the use of the flow chart? And flow chart is comes under which one? Anyone tell me? What is a flow chart and what is the use of flow chart?
It might come under procedure. Sets it shows step-by-step flow or an action plan.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So have you ever created any flow chart till the time? I am just gonna be showing that, hey, what is a flow chart? Because you are a security manager, you should be ready for every challenges here. Okay, like the application developer going to flow a flow chart diagram will be coming, hey, I know that what exactly things happening it. Like security architect will be coming, hey, this is the cloud architecture designing, I know that what is how things gonna working. The applications and the database architecture will be coming, you should know what exactly things are about. The flow chart, I'm going to say, hey, what are the different type of symbols, how things gonna work. So we have some star, we have some rectangular images will be there, and so on there. So I hope you have seen all those things. I would say that in your, if you're working professional, you should have seen all those different type of flow charts. That's very important. Flow chart is different, architecture design is different things, my dear friends. Okay, the thing is I'm talking about here, sir, what is architecture? Okay, and what is the design? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between the two things? Are they the same thing or they're different things all about? Like somebody talking about, so I have architecture. Somebody will say I have some design. Somebody will say I have layout. Somebody will say I have flow chart.
Layout and the what was that? The architecture is different. It shows the detailed diagram, but the layout and the other one, what did you say? Sorry, I just missed on it.
Architecture versus
Architecture.
design.
Mhm.
This is the
Design and layout would be same, which shows this it would be a high level diagram which shows the clusters. Maybe for example, if you say a network diagram, the architecture would be a detailed diagram where we say that okay, where the placement of network devices or firewall, whereas the design would be just high level where we just show the clusters.
yeah, but little difference. Okay, I'm talking about here.
Okay.
You tell a little bit of right, but there's one correction. I would say that architecture is the high level structure, my dear. Okay, high level structure, like frameworks, or you can say that the guides to overall design and organizations to system to structure. So the big picture I'm talking about, like big picture, the relation between the different components. Like I'm gonna providing it. Like here, this is the flow chart. You I think understand, and then I'm gonna showing how the architecture is looks like. So architecture can be, you can say, sir, it is cloud. We're talking about some security professional, go to the only the IT, things like that. Okay, so we have architecture cloud, so AWS, Azure, whatever, like you can see that. So you can say it's a high level design, okay, high level architecture, you can say that, I can say that. So the scope, okay, first of all, I'm just talking about some scope of the things. I'm talking about some scope of the architecture. It's all about high level structure, you can say that, sir. It's a high level structure. Okay, and it is going to be providing the big picture, right? How is going to connection to each other. Like we have some DNS connected to Azure CDN, Azure CDN connected to the different type of servers, you can say that, and servers are connected to different auth. LinkedIn is connected to the database Neptune servers, you can say the Neptune service connected to this one. So high level structure, you can say that. Okay, the components are connected to each other. Okay, this is called the scope of the architecture, my dear friends, right? If you understand, first difference is all about. The second difference I was talking about here is design. Design is talking about the detailed planning. Okay, we have some planning. Hey, we have scope, how they're gonna be connecting things like that. This is all those planning part of it. Okay, like I'm talking about specific elements within the framework, established the architecture, I would say that. So it deals with the specifics and implementation of individual components, I would say that. So this component, how it's going to connect it to the Docker. Okay, this is Docker push. So how this Azure pipeline connected to the Docker. So we have one specific point. How is the design? Okay, how is the steps has been taken? Like I would talking about some planning part. It's the part of the design. The high level architecture is talking about some architecture design is all about the scope of the things I'm talking about here. And the second things are if I'm taking a decision based on the same. Okay, so I will take a decision based on the architecture. Okay, high level decision making you are doing it. Suppose this architecture you're gonna showing to high level decision can be made by the application architect, cloud architect, anyone. Okay, I would say that. But sometimes the board of a directors they not understand this high level architecture. I can understand because they are not too much technical. They don't know what are the services. We don't know is all about. Okay, so it is basically used in the strategic planning or long term goals. Understand the architecture I'm talking about here. Like network architecture decision might include the choice of networking protocols or all the overall topology of the networks. So what are the protocols gonna using it? What's the topology is gonna using it? This is core decision making on the technical level, my dear friends. But in the design level is basically lower level that architecture. Okay, if you're talking about some, we have some how it's going to connect it. We know that hey, this is going to be connected. So we have low level architecture is the best. High level architecture designing, I would say that. Okay, we have some detailed overview things into the architecture, I would say that. Okay, but it's a detailed will be available, but specific point, one point, how this service gonna running it, how this Azure Appian gonna service gonna working on the same, what is all about. So as an architect point of view, the architecture is the best choice. If you are the planning point of view, design is the best choice. PMP, design requirement. The security architect, required architecture of the company requirement. Okay, high level things. So what are the things all are coming into the same? So TOGAF is open standards. It is coming under all those architecture designing. Okay, so architecture understanding, yes, you're going to understand all those architecture designing things, and all are the part of the TOGAF. So it's a different framework. We're talking about open standard framework will be there. We're not talking about too much into the same, but yes, like sir, migration things, yes, it's a part of the same idea. Migration planning. So the application architecture, yes, it's a part of it. Technology architecture is a part of it. Business architecture is a part of it. Architecture vision is a part of it here, right? So this is called the open standard group of TOGAF is all about. We have separate sessions, we have separate training for the TOGAF. So I'm not going to go further into the same. Right? I hope you understand this one. Okay, then we will moving to the again this document. Okay, develop business cases to support investments and in the business security. Okay, what is the business case somebody talking about here? I have a question here right now is project planning versus business case. Can anyone tell me what is the two different things? Somebody do project planning like CISM, security professional also doing some project planning. Suppose they're going to get a new project, they're going to do some project planning, but they have understand some business case is all about. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between all those things?
Hi, the business case are actually we are studying the cases of other companies or actually projects are executed. As far as PMP planning is concerned, we are in the process of in the planning process, and uh, we might start following the plans as per their stages.
You're rightly said yes. Bit of I want to make some corrections as well. Yes,
Business
and
case, as far as I know, it is, for example, the company is trying to understand how the new technology or anything, so which is meaning they're trying to overcome a problem, or they wanted to actually implement a technology, and they have a business case, meaning they have an ongoing issue or something like that, so which they really wanted to showcase, and they want the technology partner or someone to showcase how is it going to resolve that particular issue. And business project planning is once after they implement, how they're trying to implement in a phased manner.
yes, so I have one question here. You rightly said, Sridhar, which one is comes first? Suppose you're working company, project planning comes first or business case comes first?
Based on the business case, meaning then they will hopefully, as per my understanding is concerned, so only when there is an issue, then probably they will try to plan something, right? So to overcome it.
Yeah. So the thing is, dear, I will tell the things. I will provide you some templates. Okay, you easily understand after that. So I will
Okay.
tell you, like business case is, suppose I'm the new client. Suppose I'm a new client. Okay, you providing, hey, project planning to me? No, dear, no. You want to provide me business case to the new client. Suppose we going to get a new project, or suppose suppose US is outsource their business to India. So India company should providing a business case to the US company. So it's basically primary purpose is basically to investment in the project by demonstrating its potential benefits. Okay, like feasibility, we have alignment, organization goals we have. So business case is all about the very short, you can say resume, or you can say justification of your business. I would say that, hey, I have an institute, I have just doing all those different type of trainings, I have this type of corporate trainings I have done. So it's a very small business case I'm talking about here. Like, okay, the examples I would say that, hey, suppose you have a new software system technology in companies implemented. Okay, so as a client, hey, what is the costing, what are the risks, what is strategic alignment, what are the company objectives? So that is the question I would like to ask to you. So all those question answer will be here into the business case. So it's very simple, very short kind of document of the company. Once they're going to providing, hey, what is the benefit, which things are pipeline, which things are doing what sort of things. This is all about coming into the business case, right? So like we have cost benefit analysis, risk assessment, overall justification of the project. I would say that. So basically, the business scale will providing a decision making, my dear. Provide decision making, like, hey, whether this business has what type of challenges we have, what are the future use cases we have, what we're going to be conducting in the things, should I going to take a decision based on the resources, what the proposal is all about, all those things, my dear friends. So business case is comes first. Okay, the project planning is comes second. So it's a very short descriptive way of your business. You're going to be justification you are doing it, right? But as far as is concerned about the project planning, so project planning is done after the business case is approved. Suppose I'm going to US and I have a business of online gaming company. Okay, so I have providing my business case to the different clients in the US, and once they are approved that my business case, Then I'm going to do project planning there. This is a second phase of the same. So the thing is, in the season point of view, you need to understand, hey, the alignment, develop the business case, first of all, to support investment, because I required money to different clients, stakeholders, in information technology point of view. Like I would say, sir, I have to invented, I required some NDR, or we have what different type of solutions we're going to be improve the number of users in the online gaming sort of things, or we have some different technologies. Once we're going to implement these technologies, I would say that. So we required some a support investment, we required some funding will be required, right? So as a security manager, they are going to different technologies, they're going to be implement in the company. Okay, new technologies will be coming into the company. So business justification is very, very important. They're going to creating the business case. Hey, this is the benefit, this is not benefit, this is the we have some resources alignment will be working on the same, and this is justifications is all about. And then if they are supporting, if they approve the business case as per the information security, they think, hey, this is the all those business case are supporting the objectives of the company, they can be approving it. If they think they are not objectives supporting the objectives of the company, they will reject your business case, right? So that is what I'm talking about here, is understanding the business case, and then the project planning is the second priority. So project planning, you want to do have it involve the planning, executing, like project outlining the task, timeline setting, okay, resource monitoring, budgets, constraints, costing parameters, and so on here, right? We have different things. So suppose you, if you have guys done some PMP things, you know that the project initiate, okay, or project starting things, okay. Then the second is the project controlling, project monitoring, then project closing it, right? These are some phases will be there. Okay, all the initiate the project, controlling the monitoring, and closing the project. These are some steps in the PMP things. And in this project planning part here, so we have lots of things like what is the risk management things, we can say that. What is the costing parameters will be there. Okay, and so on. We have lots of different things. We are not doing PMP, that's why I'm not talking about, but lots of things will be there into the same tier. Okay, and business case is very respective manner. So how it looks like, give me 1 second, I'm going to showing it, the business case. Business case template. You can simply say business case template, it will be coming same time. So it's very simple. Like we have project name, project sponsor, we have benefits, time scale, cost, we have risk, expected on investment, and this is the contribution of business strategies, project sponsor, project manager, last division's date of approval, all those examples look like that. So how it looks like, suppose you're going to go here, and then how it looks like business case. And suppose you would like to create some business case, I am going to provide you some templates. You're just going to be create a business case as per you like it. So every company have their own different type of business case. Okay, this is the confidential document. That is why I'm not going to send my company or other company. Okay, so this is the template going to help you out to understanding this, how the business case is going to working like that. Okay, and then you can gonna be preparing the business case as per you like it. Okay, like the fundamental
In an
things.
organization, who is going to prepare business case primarily? If any of the departments they are facing some issue, so if they wanted to create a business case, who is going to create a business case? Is it the concerned team who is going to prepare, or who is going to actually? I just wanted to know who will prepare the business case.
Business case mainly done by the project managers in the company, like the project handling or company, the different department heads. I would say that they are going to creating it. Suppose they are facing some challenges, I would say that they got some business case. And suppose you are working in a company as a security manager, you just want to create some business case for the new technology implementation in the company. Suppose you are say that, hey, in my company lots of logs and alerts and events will be coming from the attacker's point of view, so I required the SIM solution in the company. So you just need to be prepared and just sending to the management the business case point things, so that they're going to be approving the same time. So the thing is, we have some security manager or the project manager or the department heads, they're going to be creating some business case, mostly the top management people. They understand the what are the challenges coming to my business, and once they understand all those things, and then they will going to be create some business case and then going to be providing. So the thing is most important in business case, the funding, I would say that, okay, you're going to funding raise, you're going to know the business, hey, what are the challenges in the business, and what we, if you're going to implement some technologies, my dear friend, that what's the benefit we're going to getting it. So it is thing, a simple thing that, hey, if you are facing some challenges as a security manager, just going to create some business case and then providing to the same. So this is the smart sheet I'm gonna sending to you, the link. We have different type of okay. Yeah, once the business case is created, you're going to do some project planning there.
Okay.
Okay. So okay, so one page business case, so you can going to use any business case. Okay, this is the one. The second business case template, we have different templates. You're going to be create, if you want, you can going to be create some business case and then provide to the things. And what is a business
So is
case
it
on?
possible that you can show creating some business case? I mean,
Yeah,
take an vague example of any.
yeah, sure. Anyone, I'm going to do them free.
Hi, my site is not working. It is showing 404 error.
The smart sheet is not opening it.
Yeah, it's saying 404 error smart sheet. Yes. Maybe.
Okay, wait second.
Yeah,
Is this gonna
I think there is
coming?
some. Yes, I'm just trying to.
Hey, check everyone if they are facing some
Yes.
things.
Yes. Yeah, it's open now. It's
Open
open
now.
Previously, it was with some. Yes, it's open. Thank you.
Sir, this is Ajita here.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask, like, sir, can we consider this business requirement document, BRD, or functional specific document as a case study, business study, or business case study?
Yes, you can say that, but it is only the business case which is going to justify your business. What are the benefits and what are the scope area? If we will discuss about the things, how the things will be there, you can see that. So this is suppose we have right now submitted by whom, name of the person, like suppose I'm submitted this document, right? And this is the address, phone number, email address, whatever the informations. This is for the project, okay? So first of all, the thing is I'm working as a security manager. I have to justify that what I required basically, right? So the reasons for the project, describe why this project needed, okay? Problem with the current situation, any of the challenges and requested, and the features, technology and equipment, benefits, and other sensitive activities, you can say that. So lots of cyber attacks happened on cloud AWS. Okay, we needed to enable, okay, like I'm talking about here, like AWS shield, okay, shield, and in Azure, we needed Azure Sentinel. Okay. So what does mean we have, because if we miss any logs and alerts, we are facing DDoS attacks in cloud. Okay, so this is the justification I'm talking about here. So you understand AWS and Azure, we have cloud. AWS Shield, this is the feature is gonna using for to protect the DDoS attack on the cloud AWS, right? And Azure Sentinel, the required Azure Sentinel is basically a SIM solution, inbuilt solution into this Azure, right? So if we going to be enable these things, we have lots of alerts and alerts will be coming, events will be coming. We are facing DDoS attacks in the cloud, you can say that. So this is the problem statement. This is justification. Hey, what is that the things we're going to go and getting it? And I have provided, if we're going to enable all those features, we are going to reduce the DDoS attacks, I would say that. So benefits and the advantages of the project, you can say that. And options, describe briefly the different options for the completing solutions. For example, design, brochure, complete templates, word processing package, or designer or design yourself. What is the solution, you can say that. What you're looking exactly for. Survey required AWS Shield. Okay, you're going to get more information on the internet, and same time you're going to require some Azure Sentinel. So those guys are.
I want to add something here.
Yeah.
Maybe if somebody wants to pitch in, then please. So business cases would be a hypothetical case, or it would be based on an incident. So if we have an security incident in the past, then we can say that, okay, this was the case and this is how we mitigate. So this can be considered as a business case. In additionally, there can be hypothetical case where there is a disaster in disaster recovery, right? There are certain scenarios which we can take into consideration. And Ajita, for you, I just wanted to add that BRD would be the business requirement document, where it would be during the business analysis phase, where the team takes in the requirement gathering phase. So that would be just a business requirement document. So it's on the project, actual project.
Yes, this document is basically for actual business required document, BI document, I would say that, because the thing is, what are the challenges, what are the problems, and what exactly you're looking for. The thing is, business justifications, you are going to say to the client, hey, what we have right now, what we're going to achieving it. But the thing is, suppose we have disaster recovery, we have disaster recovery planning. Okay, we have document will be there, separate document will be there. Okay, and we have business continuity planning, we have different document will be there. So we have different type of document will be there as per the use case. I would say that, hey, we have use case of business case. So what are the business case we have right now? What are the business we are doing it? What are the benefits? What are the challenges? What exactly we are doing it? Which things up in the pipeline? What we're going to doing it, so that the client, suppose I'm going to sending this business case to the different clients, so they're going to understand what business we are doing it and what are the challenges we have right now, so that we going to getting the clients. Okay, what are the cost we're going to getting it. We require some financial support, financial funding from the client, right? So that they're going to say, hey, what are the risks, what are the schedules, what are the assessment we have, what are the recommendations we have, all those things. So that is what this business case is going to working. So this only talking about here is for primary purpose is to investment in the project. Okay, and demonstrating the project benefits. So I would say, hey, what are the project we have, what are the things we would like to go for it into the same, so that we're going to getting the financial support and help from the company's point of view, right? I would say, hey, you required to, as a CISM certified security manager in the company, you required to implement the firewall or some new technologies in the company. So first of all, provide some business case to the management. Hey, what is the things we are right now? What exactly we are doing it? What are the risks we have? What are the costing? How much costing will be there? What are the schedules for testing? Whatever things you have done it. How the things you're going to do some assessment on the things technologies, and what would be your recommendation is all about. So every company have, suppose you talking about some lots of big MNCs, top MNCs I'm talking about here, they have some justification things, documentation. Why? Because this document has been submitted by the manager or the top management, right? And the IT professional, the IT auditor, okay? The IT auditor will come to ask sometime later, hey, as a security audit point of view, what is the business case? Where is the business use case? This case will be there. How is justifications? Why do we require this technologies here? So if you have the business case will be there in the IT audit, you're going to be justified, hey, that is what the proposal has been sent by the manager or whatever the profile, and then this was some project reasons, and that was why we have scheduled. We have going to get some risk. We have some costing will be there. We have evaluate a couple of vendors, and then we have recommendations will be coming from the IT department, right? So this is going to be reviewed by the top management, and they're going to doing the second phase. They're going to doing it. So suppose the first phase is going to evaluate the vendors, evaluate all those POC you have done it. What are the risks behind it? What are the schedules? What are the assessment you have done? Write it down. Recommendations you can write it down, which is best as per the scoring area, right? Score sheet. Out of 100, how much percentage of you're going to providing to the specific vendor, 3 or 4 vendors point of view, which is the best as per your use case I'm talking about here, okay? Like business point of view. And then you can want to providing, what are the benefits you want to getting it. Like simple thing, I'm example is like AWS cloud point of view. So DDoS attacks will be happening it. We need to enable the services only. We're going to getting some benefit. If you're going to enable the services, the service is going to be DDoS attack can be removed. Okay, and then we have costing, so we can go here and then costing we're gonna doing it. So sir, what is the costing? So suppose AWS shield costing. Okay, so we have different we providing some costing will be there. What is the use case? What is the benefit we're going to getting it? So the pricing set will be there. You want to get some prices and sharing to the same time, right? So this is the way you're going to do step by step, because in the top MNCs, top companies, they're going to evaluate each and everything. Okay, IRQ request, third-party request, because this is the thing, right? You're going to do this, all those things, Sentinel, all those things, whether it is properly configured or not configured. Okay, or suppose it is not going to be configured properly, right? And is there any bugs, or is there any IP source IP coming from the specific IP address? You can say that. So this is the evidence gonna use in the cyber forensic investigations. So cyber forensic investigations, this is the evidence they're going to collecting it and sending to the legal department, and legal department sending this evidence to the court sometimes as an evidence point of view, right? So this is very step-by-step process will be going on. So we don't want to go more advanced things, but this is all those use cases here. So this is, you want to create benefit, what benefits you're going to getting it, this, and suppose sir, what is the costing you want to be go here, and then costing you want to getting it shield standard none, and monthly fees. This is the monthly fees, $3,000 for advance. The standard shield no cost will be there, but you want to go advanced things, this is dollars you want to investing it. Okay, then first 100 terabytes, this is the costing. So this is the way you're going to find out pricing, everything is all about. So only just understand the business case, okay? And whatever things they has been done by the lower management, your manager. So you will expecting to your colleagues to provide all the information. You want to review what is the best thing or not. So you can just download, okay? And then you can do getting it. Give me 1 second, please. Yes, so we can go through the same. So think like a manager. What exactly manager is going to doing it? This is your job is to doing it. Then we have gain ongoing commitment from senior leadership and other stakeholders to support successful implementation of the information security strategies, right? So implementation of the information security strategies you're talking about here. So you need to understand what is the implementations. If you know technology will be implement, you'll be there. So we discuss about some implementation, migration, and integration, all those things. Implementation of new technology in the company. What are your responsibilities? Suppose I would say your company required a new technologies. What would be you going to doing it? What are the steps you're going to doing it? Anyone just trying it. So this is the implementation I'm going to doing it. Suppose new firewall purchase in the company. How you're doing it? No idea. I'm just going to providing it with second. So implementation of the new technologies, I would say that we have a couple of steps to be required, right? So like we have new technology will be implemented. So first of all, understand why we required new technologies.
We need a technology because the human intervention should be less, because the error or any data leakage happens due to the human intervention. So it has to be automated, tracked, and monitored.
Yes, yes, you're right, Safa. So
Maybe,
suppose, yeah,
sorry, maybe the requirement has been raised through a risk assessment, risk management, and then there was a need for technology to be, that was, if the risk, identify risk needs to be mitigated, then the control should be implemented, and that's how we bring in a new technology. If
yes.
it's to be accepted, then
So
yeah.
suppose I'm a senior manager. I'm security governance people, like I'm CTO, and I got the request from the new implementation of technology from the security manager. So my first intention is to, hey, needed assessment. I would like to see, hey, what is assessment you have done so far? Like in the business case, we have talking about some assessment. What type of assessment you have done? Do we require it? What is the need in the companies? These technologies. Second thing, I would like to ask to the guy that, hey, what is the objectives? So define the objectives, my dear. What is the objectives? Why do I need you require this one? So what is the objectives, my dear? Which objective is gonna be done? Suppose I would say, hey, we have some AWS shield we're talking about here. We're talking about some Sentinel. So we going to be blocking some DDoS attacks on the cloud. Yes, this is the objectives we have. Okay. The third thing I'm talking about, some what is the budget here? Very, very important. Sir, how much costing will be there? Because I'm thinking like top management. You are providing a proposal of new technology implementation. So I think we require firewall. What is the use case of firewall here? Which objectives you wanna be achieving it? So we need to block the YouTube into the company. Yeah, that's good. What other things? Sir, we have to enable access control list, allow deny the traffic. Trusted networks, untrusted networks. Yeah, you can go ahead. Good one. Okay, what are the things? Sir, we're going to use VPN. Yes, this side-to-side VPN. Okay, go ahead, no problem. So you are to provide some objectives of the technologies, I would say that. The third thing, hey, what is the budget? What type of budget do you have? How much budget we can allocate? This is very important things I'm talking about. And the fourth thing, say resource allocations. Do you have the resource will available, or we need to require new hiring, my dear? That let me know. Because I would like to know that if we have the new hiring, then we have two things will be same time. This is capex, okay, like capital expenditure, and same time we talking about some opex, operation expenditure, right? How to operate this is the costing will be there, right? And into the firewall we have some hardware costing here, right? And we have some software costing as well. So what do you mean by software costing? Dear, license I'm talking about here. License, sir, I have taken the license for 3 years. That's good. What about the features? Okay, we have features, we have different licenses will be there. Okay, so we need to understand all those costing parameters. Very, very important understand, I would say that. Okay, sir, yeah, that's good. What about the support, dear? Do we going to get support 21/7, or do we have extra costing for the support here? So as a company CTO or company technical manager, lots of questions coming to your winder. Okay, thanks for becoming. Okay, and so do we have any project team? Project team, suppose, hey, who is responsible, accountable for the same? Who will going to provide me the communication things? Who will going to responsible for the same, dear? Who I'm going to connecting for this particular project? So do you have any team, anything like that, or not? Then vendor selection. Which vendor you have selected here and what basis? Okay, because you are some technical expertise, I understand, I can understand, but yes, as a company CTO is going to be asking vendor selection. So what, tell me 3 best feature or use case in our company. So I'm just talking about a security management point of view. Questions will be there, right? If you are same sort of job profiles you're working, you're going to get same type of questions, my dear friend. That's not a big deal, I would say that. Okay, so do you think that our infrastructure is ready? Okay, or we need to check in the compatibility of the hardware with the software. We need to going to do some upgrade our existing devices. Have you ever checked everything? Why we going to do implementation there? If we going to do migration things, if we can do migration, like here where it is migration things, why do we require the new implementation? Is all those things new things? Okay, so the thing is then the data migration things. Okay, the second options. Like I'm talking about here, sir, if I'm talking about data migration example, like, sir, Office 365 on premises, mailboxes, move to Office 365 cloud platform, right? This is data migrations, like mailboxes moving to the different things. Same thing is applicable to servers as well here. This depend use case to case. Okay, and then this is the things. And suppose I would say, hey, do we require some training or expertise you have? Because after sometimes you are asking for the training, you sir, we require some certification as well. Okay, so keep ready for this, all those things. Do you have training and all those things? And the thing is the testing. Or suppose you're a pilot. You just need to do some testing at the same time. Okay, so at least this, all those terms, very, very important of implementation of new technology. As a manager point of view, I would say that if you have some real-time experience on the technologies, because I can say that I have 15 years, 20 years experience into the information security domain. I know all those security implementation, migration, deployment, integration, cloud, on-premises, everything I know that. And I can say all those things coming from the experience point of view there, right? So that is what it is going to be, prepare all the same. And same thing I'm talking about here into the same, hey, if you're going to gaining ongoing commitment of the senior leaderships, the stakeholder support has full implementation of information technology, I would say that. Then we have define, communicate, and monitor information security responsibilities throughout organizations and lines of authority. So what are the accountability? What are the responsibilities of the company people? I would say that. So we talking about some organization structure. Organization structure, we have go to define who is responsible for what is accountability, responsibility, and KPI, KRA will be decide on the responsibilities there. Align the information security program with the operational objectives and other business specifications. So the thing is security programs, I would say that. So what is a security program? What is security awareness training program? Is the same thing or different one? Or could you please tell me something about security awareness training, if you have done or not done? This is, anyone tell me what is all about?
Uh, See, primarily consists of meaning how the data is handled, or what are the latest threats or attacks or whatever the things are happening on the meaning in the current scenarios. So we also try to give all of them, and password sharing. So what if you share, what are the repercussions you might get, or we'll also take the cases, or we'll not name them, but we might actually take some cases where the people are thrown out because of the incidents or the password sharing, or because of which it has actually led to the loss, financial loss, or whatever it is. So, meaning sometimes most of the cases, when we are taking at an organization level, in general, things will be considered pertaining to the information security. But if it is specific to a project, so we might also try to consider the requirements of the what you say, the project requirements, which we take from the master service agreement, or things like that from the contractual obligations, and we'll try to input all of them, and then proceed further and train the people, and also record what all the things that we have covered over there and the people.
So the thing is right now, yeah, I would like to go more systematic, more systematic answer actually I'm looking for. What is this all about? Yes, your scenario is right, I would say that, but more technical things, more technical answers I want.
Sir, this program educates employees on how to identify and avoid cyber threats.
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
Sir, some topics like phishing scams, malware, and like social engineering attacks that happens. So, sir, the goal of this training includes employees to make the employees the strongest asset in an organization security strategy.
Yes, you're rightly said. You're rightly said. Anyone else trying it? Because I want more systematic answer. More systematic. Yes. Anyone try?
I'll try it. So security awareness is something which is crucial for an organization where one of our friends said that it's the assets, and which is the weakest link in the organization, and the organization sees to it that they are the weakest, and they need to be trained, and hence the security awareness training would be having there will be a program where it would be having a frequency and the method of assessment, and if this is not implemented, then what what would be the disciplinary action. Now, in the security awareness training, actual training, it will be a subject based or it will be a generic. When it will be a generic, then it will be like do's and don'ts, what the employee needs to do in order to protect the assets, information of an organization. And if it is based on a subject, then it will be round about the subject like the data security or the anti-money laundering, etc.
Yes, yes. It can be various different type of, I would say that, this awareness training, I would say that, educate people understand. Yes, you're right. You're basically, you guys know the things correctly, I would say that, all those things. What is the sense of the security awareness training? But
So
suppose
proactive,
yeah.
a proactive training is when we give as a meaning every quarterly that we give, or at an organizational level, whatever we do as a meaning training that we give to the various projects or to or at an org level, whatever we give. And reactive is training is when we give after any particular incident happens. And see, it is how do once after we recover from any particular incident, so giving some inputs from whatever has happened, and what again telling them what best can be done to avoid such instances. So those that is related to reactive approach.
Right. So Sridhar, I would just add to it that there can be phishing campaigns where, if employee fails to attend or fails to identify the phishing attempt or attack, then he'll be directed to a training.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So the
in
thing is,
some of
right.
the
Yeah.
organization I have observed, like some of the organization after the training they conduct after the 3 or 4 months, after the cooling period, they do a simulation of, like we call it as a cyber security drill. So they do perform the cyber security drill, and then they have a software where they check or monitor how many people have effectively or proactively response to it, how many has ignored or never reacted to it. So they check how the effectiveness of the security, I mean, awareness training was.
Yes. Yes. Correctly. So I would like to add some more very important topics like here, like security awareness training is proactive approach to here. Okay. So sometimes it's reactive because it's a small companies where there is no training will be there, then it is a reactive approach, right? Suppose the employee going to click on any phishing links, you can say that, then and after that any attacks would be happen, and then the company, hey, think, hey, what happened is actually, then the reactive approach would be happen. But mostly in all those MNCs companies, you can say top brand companies, they are more awareness about the security things, so they will come to talking about some proactive approach will be always be there, right? So suppose I would say the security awareness thing, you guys right said that, hey, this is all those awareness of the people, stakeholders, importance, very important, all those things. Going to the best practices, going to providing it, all those things. So the first thing I would suggest here that, hey, what is the objective of the training? Okay, I'm talking about here, like identify the objectives. Why the objective? What we going to achieve with the same? Okay, the first thing is, sir, what is the objective we have? Because dear, we have lots of different type of attacks in the market right now. Okay, somebody talking about some network threats, cyber attacks, ransomware attacks, DDoS attacks, malware attacks, and so on. Dear, we have lots of different type of attacks we're talking about here, because we are talking about all those attacks, security awareness training, because you are a CISM, right? Security manager, I would say that. So once we're talking about some, wait a second. So once we're talking about some security awareness training point of view, identify the objective of the company. What exactly they are going to achieving it. Sir, we have some phishing attacks. We have some smishing attack. We have some sensitive data loss in the things. We have some cyber security in the organization culture. We're gonna increasing into the same. So the first thing is the objectives of the security awareness training. You need to understand first of all. Whatever the things, okay. because we have different type of training, you rightly said, but you need to identify the objective, okay, identify the objectives, or I can say that goals, what you going to achieve with the help of the awareness training, because the costing will be involved sometimes into the same, okay, I would say that. So goals and identify the objectives of the training, I would say that. The second thing, suppose I would say you guys going to be creating it. So what is the training content? What is a content point of view? Sir, it is, suppose I am talking about phishing attacks. Of course, suppose you have chance to providing lots of phishing attacks happen in the companies. So what type of content you gonna be include into the same? So I would like to go for the real-time examples, my dear friends. Okay, like they're going to be sending some phishing emails with the attachment, I would say that. Okay, the different malicious domain the coming from this particular email, I would say that. So you can awareness providing, hey, which is the content, because you have some limitation of the time, my dear, 1 or 2 hours maximum you have time to providing security awareness training to the company, and all the people, all company will be the part of it. And sometimes you're talking about some management point of view here, right? So those are things happen. So this is the training content is very important. Third thing I'm talking about here, key discovery things all about. Wait a second. Okay, the second thing is training content, very important. Suppose I would say, hey guys, the next time once you're going to coming, you're going to providing security awareness training for the phishing attacks. Please create a PowerPoint presentation and share it to me. I will just take a look at what exactly things you're doing it. Okay, and then third thing is security topics. Okay, because security, if you're talking about security is the thing, it's like an ocean layer. Okay, it's never stopping, and lots of things about the same. If you're studying about, hey, sir, phishing awareness training, password security, data protection, device security, social engineering, and so on, we have lots of different type of security things will be there. So which topics you going to be covered here? That is very important here, because in limited time, 1 hour time, you cannot go each and every topic, I would say that. So selection of topics very important right now, I would say that. And what methods you're gonna doing it? Okay, like training methods. Okay, which methods you like most? Like somebody talking like, I like PDFs, I'm like videos, I like the PPT presentation is all about, I like some puzzles. Somebody say I like brainstorming sessions. etc. Okay, it can be anything, my dear friend. In the modern time, we have lots of different type of methods will be there. So which is the best method are you wanna using into the 4? Okay, and the thing is very important is timing. Okay, like you going to regular basis, quarterly, monthly, yearly, whatever. Okay, so this is the responsibility, accountability by the CISM, like security manager in the company. He need to providing some regular training to the companies. Okay, like monthly, like you can say quarterly as well sometimes, and yearly most probably it just happen, but the yearly is quarter is best. Okay. And then sometimes I would say that simulated attacks. Okay, like simulated attacks has been sent to the employees. Okay, like for the training purpose, I would say that they're gonna sending it. So these are very important considerations while we talking about some training point of view. Yes, it is important, different type of training. It can be like compliance training, sometimes reporting training, sometimes HR training, sometimes IT technology training is all about. Okay, so it can be anything. Okay, and you just talking about something is, you can say, sir, once you have done all those things, you require some feedback and improvement, right? And next thing, suppose you're talking about, sir, I got the feedback, improvement, and then promote security culture as well. Okay, so suppose I am working in a company, XYZ company, I would like to, how to promote the security culture in the companies. So that is very, very important for the security manager, because I have working so many years in the company, but I don't think so many companies, the small to medium sized companies, they will not going to promote any security culture. But because security is like insurance here in the companies, in the small to medium companies, I would say that. How do you satisfy the company CTO or the managers about this? The security is all about. We're talking about some firewalls or other different devices. Hey, we are a very small company. Why do we require firewalls? What, there are different things we discuss about, right? So you want to promote the security culture. That's very, very important. Okay, and then you need to be stay informed. Because I just working in the company, like you can say this 9-1, sorry. So whatever the latest type of attacks in the market right now, you can also send an email to all the employees, hey, like ransomware attack will be happening date. Okay, so this is all those things. And then we have some dedicated team and support team to help and support. Somebody gonna require some help into the all those training, something like that. So at least you have some dedicated team and support staffs to supporting all those things. So that is what the security awareness training. Okay, as per this is all those, what is the right way of doing it. Okay, as per the same thing, you just going to create a one PPT or whatever, PDF, videos, whatever, and sharing to me, sir, this is the security awareness training regarding phishing attacks, whatever in the enterprise companies, I would say that. Phishing attacks, password security, data protection, or device security, and so on here. So that's it for the day. I think we have over the time today. So I will come to inform you once we have the next session will be available. So thanks for your time. If you have any questions, you can ask me same time.
Mahesh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any group that which you can add me to that? That would really be appreciated. I'm not in part of any, I think, your group, and hence I just wanted to be I want to be stay informed, so that if there are any upcoming sessions, please.
Yeah,
Sir,
I have
it
just,
is good that you create a small group for us, the training batch, so that it will be good.
yes. I'm just, this is my WhatsApp number, and I'm just going to create a new group for CISM training. Okay, so that all you are a part of it. So you just going to send me the WhatsApp message on my number. I'm going to adding all you into the CISM group, right?
Sir, apart from that, so when we are actually trying to have the day-to-day classes, so you're actually referring to some PPTs or something like that. So if at all wanted to have a read, meaning study it in a proper way, in a systematic way. So if you could share them, it will be good. And second thing, if you have some flashcards or something like that, where we can actually check our knowledge,
Yeah,
it would also be good, sir.
after one domain, you can just check it out, all those
Right,
flashcards.
sir.
And assignment I will send to you, okay, on the WhatsApp group, assignments.
Right. So when is the next class that we are going to have?
I think today is 26. We have 27 is not 28.
Okay. Right,
Okay,
sir.
one
Thank you,
after
sir.
one day, we will alternative days we can take. Okay, one day leave and we can
Yeah.
18th.
Sir, can you
Great.
just project the the text, whatever you have typed it? So I'm trying to make a note. Just give me a minute. Oh, there.
Yeah, sure. So this is all those things. This is my WhatsApp number, and I am just going to send you all those things into the chat groups, so you
Okay.
going to note it down as well.
Right, sir. Thank you so much.
This is message too long. So wait a second. I'm just going to removing. This is something different things.
Sir, if the people are also interested, you can share the latest files that I have sent it to you. The CISM,
Yes.
right?
Yes, in the group I will update. In the group I will going to send.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you so
so
much.
much.
Bye.
Thank you.